Hey y'all, welcome to the Motivation Babe podcast. I am your host, Hills, the Motivation Babe, and I am on a mission to empower you and thousands of women every single day. Think of the Motivation Babe podcast as your go-to resource for mindset talks that give you the confidence to become the best version of yourself. I am so honored you are here. Get ready to level up as we dive in. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Finally. Hey guys, it's me, it's your girl, it's Hills. I am your motivation babe. I am your hype queen. I am your empowerment bestie, and I want to see you freaking win, sis. Oh my Lord, it has been 3 weeks, y'all. 3 weeks since our last episode dropped. It has been way too long. I miss y'all so much. If you're tuning back in, guys, oh my gosh, seriously, I miss you. It's been so amazing though to connect with everyone in the DMs. I built some amazing relationships. So thanks for reaching out. Honestly, it's those messages that give me the fuel. Y'all fuel my fire to keep going, to show up, because connecting with you is my goal. My mission is to serve at least one person every single day through this podcast. And I just love getting those messages saying, hey, Hills, I am that one person. So thank you. I'm honored to be a part of your journey. And hey guys, if you're new here, this podcast is honestly, we're having a conversation. I am being real. I'm being raw. You're a part of my journey. And I like to have these open and candid conversations on Fridays, and they're called Fire Fridays. Fire Friday episodes are unscripted. They're raw. They're real. I'm talking about the things that are happening real time, the things that I'm seeing with my coaching clients, the things that I've seen float around in the world. And I break it down and I talk to you, and I bring it in a little personal, right? With what I'm going through, because I pride myself in being authentic. Look, y'all, I started the episode by saying it has been 3 weeks since our last drop. And I want to fill you in on what I've been up to, the practices I have been doing to listen to myself, heal myself, grow, evolve, because that's what we're all about here. You're listening to this podcast because you are looking for ways to heal, grow, learn, become the best version of who you are. These past 3 weeks, y'all, I have been diving into really asking myself, what do I want? And that's a question I love to ask y'all here. And I really want to take a pause, and I want you to ask yourself, what do I truly want? Not what people expect of me, not what I think I want, but if you could have and do and be anything, and it was all possible for you, because it is possible for you, what would that look like? When I ask myself these questions, I have started to do my journal practice again, which I haven't been journaling, y'all. And if you're not journaling, oh my Lord, it is the best form of therapy, along with actual therapy and all the support that you need to help you. When I began my journaling, I began to learn about the practice of embodiment. Okay. And I want to share this with y'all because I think this is going to be a huge game changer. If I know you are a goal-oriented person listening to this podcast, or you're trying to be a goal-oriented person, maybe you learned about manifestation and law of attraction. Okay. This is the next level that I've taken it to that I need to share with you. It is a practice of embodiment. So really asking myself, what do I want? And then allowing myself to feel it, to really feel like it's done. Because this is the thing, whatever you want, y'all, you're setting in motion. Your desires, can we talk about that really quick? Side note, when did it become so wrong for us to state and truly want our desires? We've talked about this in previous episodes about playing small. But I don't know in what part of society or our childhood and our growth and our, whatever, but like tapping into your desires, wanting it all. You are an amazing, phenomenal woman, and you deserve to have it all. Okay, so just sidebar right there, like your desires are totally valid, and your desires are not too big. Your desires are your desires for a reason, so embrace that and let that be a guiding star for you. Okay, back to the episode. So when I tapped into my desires and I wasn't afraid to go there, okay, and I was fully vulnerable with myself and I gave myself and I honored myself in that moment, I began to learn embodiment. And that is the feeling as if it's already done. Because if you desire it and if you claim it and you put it on paper and you just put it out in the universe in your prayer with God, whatever it may be, it's already set in motion. Here is the thing, y'all. Here is the message of today's podcast. Your desires are already set in motion. What you want is already coming your way. You have to get out of your own way. And you have to constantly remind yourself, why do I want this? What does this feel like? And what is stopping me? What is stopping you? What is in the way of those desires coming to you? So this is what I've been doing. Every night, before I go to bed, and I don't know if y'all have heard about this, but it's more than a visualization exercise. If y'all, oh my gosh, I should totally record a visualization podcast. Do y'all want that? a visualization exercise, because those are my favorites to do. Let me know. If you want a visualization podcast, and it's going to be like maybe 5-7 minutes, but message me visualization. Okay. So that's what I've been practicing for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? Visualization. We all kind of understand visualization, but let's take it a level deeper. I'm going to talk to you about mind movies. This is such a random podcast. I'm all over the place, but I know if I'm going through this and if these are the things I'm using to help me, it's going to help you if you implement it. And this is the thing, y'all. This podcast, yes, it can give you the motivation and the hype you need during the day, but unless you implement and practice these things that I'm sharing with you, you're in the same place. Okay? And that's the thing with motivation. Motivation, yes, it gives you the hype, but you have to take the action. Again, motivation gives you the hype, but you have to take the action in the direction that you want to be going in. Make sense? Okay. So I call these mind movies. And you can Google it, mind movies. There's so much on it. I can't believe I just started mind movies. I'm 30 years old, y'all. If I would have done this sooner, oh my gosh. A mind movie, okay? It's about a 2-minute mind movie. It is a visualization, but it's so detailed. Okay, and think about it like, I don't know, did y'all have VHSs? When you like put a VHS or a DVD into the player and it plays that specific movie. And it shoots it back out, right? You put it in and it comes out. So that's what a mind movie is. It's like me, literally, I'm saying, I want to play this mind movie of my dreams, okay? Of my dream life, of my desires. And I put this, what is it, figuratively, like into the VHS player, into the DVD player. Wow, I feel like so old. And I play this movie. I close my eyes and I almost fall into this meditation. This happens when I am going to bed, y'all. So, minutes before bed, I do this mind movie, and it's the same movie every time, the same visualization, but it feels different. It feels real. It's not just me projecting what I want. It's me embodying who I am. And the crazy thing about mind movies, y'all, the crazy thing about before you go to bed, and I've shared this in season 1 before, those last things that you play in your head, those thoughts that you have, your subconscious brain goes to work on that while you're asleep. So when you wake up, it's like your brain has already done the legwork for you. So I want to encourage you before you go to bed, what are those conversations you're having? What is the feeling you're carrying? And if it's stress and if it's worry, pray, meditate, let that ish go, because that will affect the mood you wake up in. And maybe that's an eye opener for some of you when you notice, oh my God, I'm always waking up stressed. I'm waking up with anxiety. I'm waking up with fear. I'm waking up with worry. Okay. What are those last few thoughts you have before going to bed? And maybe adopting, a little routine or a little ritual to help your mindset have some peace, right? Have happiness, optimism. And that's what a mind movie can do for you. So maybe your mind movie is, let's say, you know what? Why don't I share my mind movie? I'm not just going to bring up a random example. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, because what you put out into the world it becomes. And this is the first time I'm going to share my mind movie with y'all, but let's freaking do this, okay? My mind movie, and this is in the last 3 weeks, I've really been asking myself, what do I want? And I really want to position myself and build my public speaking career. And this podcast has played a huge part in that. Connecting with y'all is literally, I'm addicted. I am addicted to serve others, to serve you, to help you. And I really want to build my public speaking career in motivation and empowerment, and be on huge stages, be on TEDx stages, be amongst the masses and serve men and women of all types with my message. So my mind movie is I am wearing a white dress because I feel very powerful in white. And I have some red bottoms on and I can hear a crowd. And I'm walking down this hallway and I hear my heels, as I'm walking. And I have a little kid with me, which y'all know I don't have a kid. It's just me and Rose, my dog, and I have like a little kid with me, a toddler, and I'm holding their hand, and I kiss my child, and my spouse is there, and I am just glowing. I have my red lip on. I am fulfilled. That feeling of like, I got this. This is what I do. This is who I am. All the confidence in the world. Wow. I can't believe I'm sharing this. And I walk onto the stage and I see the lights and I just see the eyes of thousands of people. And I begin to speak and I begin to talk and I'm just moving about the stage with grace and ease and flow. The way this podcast is. I'm being real. I know my message. I know how I can impact others and the world. And that's my mind movie. That's my mind movie. That's the movie that I play. Oh my gosh. And it's real. So this is the thing, y'all. When I play that movie, and I have about 1 or 2 other movies that I've made. This is so funny. I hope that I'm like not losing anybody here. But when I play that movie, this is the thing, your mind doesn't know the difference between that you play in your mind and what actually happens in your reality. So your mind, your brain, your mindset says, this is real. This is true. Get this, y'all. Another mind movie I had is like how I would have a morning routine in my dream life. And like I'm having a smoothie, I'm going to Pilates, and I won't go too in depth into it, but get this, okay? Mind you, I haven't made a smoothie in almost a year. So one night I played that mind movie. The next morning I woke up and I made a smoothie. Like it was just like a no-brainer. Like my mind assumed, oh, this is what we do. Because this is like the mind movie I played last night. So I freaking made a smoothie for the first time in almost a year. I'm like, who am I? My brain, my body was already at work, manifesting, fulfilling the thoughts, the desires that I had. How crazy is that? So that was proof this works. But that's literally these past 3 weeks is practicing, my embodiment, journaling, and being true to my desires and really asking myself that deep question, what I want, and taking some time to think it out. Here is the thing, y'all. There is no rush. There is no rush. We place these timelines on ourselves and we stress ourselves out. And I've been there. We've talked about hustle culture. It has to be done here and by this age and 30 and da 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 da. Drop it. Drop your freaking agenda. Because one, it's not your agenda, it's his, right? He has your timeline. God, the universe, higher power, whatever it is that you believe in. And be present. Be happy. Express gratitude. And figure out your desires. And play in the space of becoming and get out of our own way and get out of the past and the stress and the anxiety. And I get it. Maybe it's hard. Maybe, you're going through a really rough season and your past is haunting you and trauma and it's just so stressful at work and the kids and relationships. I know. I've been there. But guess what? It's temporary. It is temporary. The hard moments are temporary. You're gonna make it through this. You're gonna get through it. Focus on you. Give yourself a mind movie every night. Give yourself time in your car when you have 30 seconds of peace to close your eyes and visualize the feeling of, instead of focusing on the feeling of the problem, focus on the feeling of the solution. That it's already done, that it's resolved, the issues, the stress, whatever it is. Focus on the feeling. It's already finished. It's resolved. That chapter is closed and you feel free and happy. That's embodiment. Wow, what an interesting episode. I really didn't know what I was going to talk about when I clicked record, but I want to honor myself in sharing the things that I've been through, the things I've been learning. And these are the biggest things right now. And I hope this message serves somebody. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. I really want to connect with y'all on this if you liked this topic, because I can really go in depth with the things that I'm learning. But here's what you're going to do. You're going to screenshot, you're going to tag me, and if you want me to record a visualization podcast to help guide you through a visualization, you're going to message me visualization, visualization, whatever you want. And you can find me at the motivation babe _ on Instagram. Okay. And that's what we're going to do. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. I am so honored to serve you. I can't wait to connect with you. Let me just say what is coming on the podcast next is so incredible. Next week, we're going to be dropping my first podcast, like collaboration interview style with I'm just going to I'm not going to, Keisha Fitzgerald from Empower Her. Like, she is just an amazing podcaster. Oh my God, I can't believe I had the chance to connect with her. So many more women I am connecting with to bring on the podcast, to serve you, to help you, to have these conversations. Oh my God, it's so good. So be on the lookout for next week. Podcast with Keisha is going to drop. And I'm so excited. Okay, guys, here's what we're going to do. Head to the Instagram, go to themotivationbabe.com, grab some freebies, sign up for a discovery call. Let's talk about your goals. Let's see what we can do where I can help you in your journey, help you in your growth. So let's connect. I can't wait to see you in the messages and all that jazz. Okay, guys, until next week, I love y'all so much. Oh, this felt so good. Okay, guys, have a great week. Bye.